Welcome, my friends, to the 5-part self-love series. I am your host, your coach, Shayna Lease. If you are watching this, it is because you're seeking a more loving and healthy relationship with yourself, which of course is the most important relationship you will ever have. The way in which you think and feel about yourself determines the actions you take out in the world and the results you create. The way in which you think and feel about yourself determines how you think, feel, and act toward other people. This topic and all its tools has been my next level work this year. It's been deep work, challenging, but honestly, probably some of the most powerful and rewarding. So it is my honor truly to create this series for you. Over the next 5 weeks, I'll help you reconnect the part of you that's unconditionally whole and worthy of love. I'll help you neutralize your inner critic and its ongoing judgment, and I'll help you increase the compassion and kindness you show yourself on a daily basis. Today, I want to talk about unconditional self-acceptance. For a long time, I kind of assumed that self-esteem was synonymous with self-acceptance. But it's not. Self-esteem is much more surface. The way we feel about ourselves, how valuable we are, fluctuates based on our point of focus, performance, and the ups and downs of life. Whereas self-acceptance is the complete acceptance of oneself. It's about embracing and accepting all of you, positive and negative, without any qualifications, conditions, or exceptions. In other words, no matter how badly you screw up in life, you still love yourself. No matter how many flaws or faults, you're still grounded in 100% worth. No matter if you say the wrong thing, act poorly, fail miserably, you still have your own back and know you're 100% whole. Self-acceptance is a global spiritual affirmation of self. It's about claiming your worthiness as it is your divine birthright. It does not waver, okay? It remains solid and steady. And that's what I want you to take away from this video today and really the entire series. Your circumstances do not define your state of worthiness and lovability ever. Okay? My hope is that you affirm that with me here today. In our humanness, we are less than perfect. We F up, but we accept and love ourselves anyway because we are 100% worthy at our core. I think we can all agree that it's much easier to accept ourselves when we're winning, right? Like, for example, when we get the promotion at work or win an award or lose all the weight. But accepting ourselves at our lowest with our screw-ups and flaws is the real measurement of unconditional self-acceptance. What that means is even when you completely bomb that work presentation or say something cruel to a friend or are 50 pounds overweight, you understand that you, your core self, is separate from those actions and qualities. No, that's not to say that we don't learn from our circumstances or better them, but no amount of self-improvement can make up for any lack of self-acceptance. In other words, we can do all the things to improve ourselves, work out at the gym, read all the books, make all the money, but if it's built on the bed of self-judgment, not self-acceptance, what's really happening is we're trying to achieve our enoughness and prove our worth through our results and a lot of time the eyes of other people. But our worthiness and enoughness is steady and unconditional regardless of all that. So it doesn't matter if you lose the 50 pounds or not, you're still whole and worthy of love. It doesn't matter if you bomb that work presentation, you're still whole and worthy. Again, not to say that you don't commit to self-improvement and the achievement of your goals, but your true source of power is when you're doing those things from a place of full self-acceptance. Guys, this is really important to know, because if you struggle to accept who you are at a fundamental level, and for me, this is where my spiritual practice is paramount, you're going to have a tough time maintaining a loving relationship with yourself and making positive changes in your life. Because with every hiccup or failure or flaw that you expose in the process of improving yourself and your circumstances, you'll use it as evidence in the case as to why you're not worthy of love, not worthy of success, not worthy of happiness. And that's a bunch of baloney. For example, you'll see the presentation that you bombed as reason for why you're not good enough. You'll see that cruel comment you made to a friend as reason for why you're a bad person. You'll see the extra 50 pounds as reason that you're not worthy of love. Whereas if you're grounded in unconditional self-acceptance, you'll leave that presentation like, man, I really messed that one up. No sugarcoating that. But your state of worthiness does not waver because of it. Does that make sense? When we're not anchored in 100% unconditional love and acceptance, that's when things like guilt, shame, and doubt eat us alive. And when guilt, shame, and doubt eat at us, what do? We beat ourselves up. We have these negative thought spirals. Like, see, I told you we weren't good enough. And then we end up quitting or playing small. And I'm going to talk more about this in the following videos, but right now, the point that I'm trying to make is that no matter what your past or present circumstances, no matter your flaws or screw-ups, you are still and will forever be unconditionally enough and worthy and deserving of love and joy. It just is solid and steady. We are spiritual beings having a human experience, and it is messy and unpredictable and positive and negative and all over the place. So we must learn to love and support ourselves in every aspect of it, the highs and the lows, the good and the bad, the light and the dark. We are not perfect, but we are 100% whole. No person, no screw up, no thought in your head, no past, present, or future experience can take that away from you. All right. I have 2 homework assignments for you. The first is to hold steadfast onto this affirmation. Worthiness is your divine birthright. There are 0 conditions to your worthiness. The second is to embrace and accept not just your positive qualities, but also the less desirable, ugly, or negative parts of yourself. It's okay to face them because they don't define your worthiness. Now, if you're in Recess School, you can find your worksheet for this under the YouTube tab in your membership site. If you're not in Recess, here's what you're going to do. You're going to grab a journal or a piece of paper and make 2 columns. And in the first column, I want you to list off all of the positive aspects of yourself. For example, responsible, hardworking, considerate. Take your time with this so that you create a thought out list. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go back and reread each one while grounding yourself in the appreciation and acceptance of everything you wrote. Next, what you'll do is on the left column, you'll go ahead and write down the opposite of the positive quality from the right column. So for example, responsible would turn into irresponsible, considerate to inconsiderate, hardworking to lazy. And take some time to just sit quietly with this list. Go through each one and lean into how you possess those things. Now, it's not going to be very comfortable. For example, acknowledging that there are times that you may play the victim, especially if you consider yourself to be strong and empowered. But it's really important to go there and face it head on. And here's why. If we're only focused on our positive qualities while we avoid, dismiss, and ignore our negative qualities, then when they're exposed or exposed by someone else, what happens? We get defensive or we drown in self-judgment. We spiral in shame, guilt, or doubt. We beat ourselves up, or sometimes beat somebody else up. Probably not physically, but verbally, right? And we do that because we haven't fully accepted those parts of ourselves. And when we don't accept those parts, we react from hate, not love. We hate ourselves for the negative qualities, and we hate other people for those qualities. This exercise is intended to help you lovingly accept the entire human package. Yeah, I'm a very considerate person for the most part, and I love that about myself. But you know what? Sometimes I can act really inconsiderate toward others. I can see that now. Like this one time when my boyfriend was sick and really needed me, but I wasn't there for him. Don't be afraid to think of specific circumstances. I've done this activity, and again, it's not very comfortable, but it's important to look at these negative qualities and realize, okay, not my best attributes or moments, doesn't feel great to face them head on and admit them and accept them, but I'm not bad because of it. I'm not less worthy. I'm human. By doing this exercise, it loosens the grip that the negative column most likely has over you. And I'm telling you guys, when you do this exercise and start practicing the acceptance of all of you, the good, the bad, and the ugly, it's so much easier to just accept other people and their flaws. You're like, yeah, that person's kind of acting like an a-hole. And immediately you may be triggered by that, but as you continue to practice accepting your own crap, you'll be able to respond quicker from a place of love and acceptance toward them. Like, all right, not the best behavior, I don't condone it, but I know there have been times that I've acted like an a-hole. You know what I mean? It's when we resist our own flaws that we feel threatened and upset by others. When you can fully accept yourself unconditionally, like, I'm human, I'm doing the best I can, you begin to look at other people and the world through that same lens. This is why I always say, do not buy into the BS belief that self-love, self-care, etc. is selfish. This is the most powerful work you can do for yourself and for the world. All right, my friends, affirm today your 100% worthiness without any conditions. If you're feeling like, wait, Shayna, I want more. I want to live and breathe this work. I can visualize myself in a more loving, joyful place in my life, but I want guidance in the execution of these tools and I want some hand-holding. I got you. You can apply for my private coaching program. The application link is underneath. I will guide you step by step in where you are to where you want to go. I'll see you next week. Bye.